What's up, beautiful humans? This is Blythe Langford, your holistic business coach, and I just really wanted to tune in about this because a lot of people that come to work with me with to do with their business or finding out their life purpose or anything like that, part of the programs that I have is deep connection with source and spirit and self and the earth, helping other people connect on a deeper level, because when your soul and your heart is really lit up, then so's everything, you just on a whole nother level of love and gratitude for self. And then also it just helps you to really develop a lot more passion for your business and for the impact that you want to create or the relationships that you want to have in your life, but also mostly internally for our own self, for our own soul, so that we can stop self-sabotaging ourselves and come back to all of our greatness and what we're really aligned here to do. Because when we're out of alignment, that's when all the sabotaging and the craziness can sort of come up, and we externalize and blame the outside world, and our internal world is really feeling flat and dull and just we're always going outside for validation from our friends and all of those things. So if we can bring it back into ourselves and really learn to self-nurture and self-love and self-heal and connect with the earth and with spirit, then it can really amplify our life in every single way possible. As part of all of the programs that I do, I love to just weave that in there, because if you're constantly doing things throughout your day that you were already doing, whether it's drinking a glass of water and yet learning to energize that water so that it becomes, you could call it a prayer or an intention or energy or vibration or frequency, whatever word resonates for you, and then you drink that water, and remembering that we're 70 to 80% water, and that goes into every cell in your body, and you're doing that constantly over time, you are literally recreating your body on a cellular level, is becoming part of your being, right? It is you, it always was you, we're just remembering how to reignite it. These little practices that we do throughout the day are never little, they're fucking huge, and the connection to source and spirit becomes so beautiful that drinking a glass of water can sometimes make you cry, right? And imagine if you're doing that multiple times. Cry with gratitude and love and bliss for being able to love something so simple. Imagine what that will do for your whole entire world when everything becomes sacred. Imagine how differently you'd experience life. Imagine how deeply connected you feel to your body and the gratitude for this temple that you live in, that we live in. How grateful you'd feel to Creator, to the ocean, to Great Spirit. Tips, I'm going to give you specific tips of things that you can do throughout your day. Constantly cleanse my being, my auric field with Palo Santo or Kapal or sage, frankincense, myrrh, these sacred medicines that are used for clearing, peppercorns, pepper leaves, those sort of things that help to clear the energy. All plants like us have got their own consciousness, and so once we can tune into the consciousness of another being, then we're really learning to elevate our own consciousness and really remembering who we are on a soul level and all of our fucking greatness. Doing these little practices throughout your day really allows your intuition to drop in, to be more connected to internal wisdom and infinite love that's always resided within us, but yet we go externally to fill it up. So when we can remember that we're always that we didn't need to go anywhere, that we get to tune in with whatever it is that we're doing and just feel that love vibration, then everything starts to shift. Getting those little moments of joy and gratitude and love and bliss all around us always, so that we can have deeper experiences of life. Also, spend more time in nature. If you want a deeper relationship with yourself or with spirit or with the plants or with nature or the ocean or anything, spend more time there. What you see more regularly will be what reflects in your mind. So the more time you spend out there, the more time you'll be able to spend in here beautifully. What I mean by that is we are the ocean. We are Mama Earth. We are all of the elements. That is us. We use that as a tool to just deeply connect on a whole new level so that we can experience life and ourselves and our beauty and Mother Earth through us. She comes through us. Spirit works through us. So that's what I mean, like spending time in nature just ignites that on a whole new level. If we are spirit, if we are the earth, if we are always perfect and beautiful and bliss, what do we really need? Like, not a lot, right? We're happy, whole and complete always. And that's what it's all about. Just remembering that we're happy, we're complete, we're whole, we're beautiful, we're loved, we're nurtured, we're everything, always. These are all the same things, just different words, right? Affirmations, spells, prayers. Like pray, communicate, right? It's just communication with whatever you believe with. That's all these things are. So if we're constantly communicating with our, like it might be the ocean, like if she's flowing freely and we're communicating with her, then our internal waters can flow. That flow state, it's that bliss state that's beyond the Western world of like stuck and enslaved. It's our freedom, it's our bliss, it's our true essence. So if we can tune in on a higher level and listen to the frequency and stop dulling out the things that we think are just noise and realizing that it's actually spirit communicating with us, life-changing. Like in an intuitive point of view, anyway, this is my experience. When I get messages in my right ear, that is spirit communicating with me, right? Spirit or my guides or something like that. It's not my higher self. When I have like in my left ear, that's my higher self. So that's me communicating with me, right? Like that's my higher self going, whoa, this is big Blythe. Like this is like goddess Blythe, right? Communicating with personality Blythe or little Blythe or my inner child. Then that'll come in on my left side. Start to be curious about how you're hearing. Because a lot of people are like, or people with anxiety or people with like mental issues or concerns, I've got so much noise going on. Amazing, fucking tell me about it. Because when we can actually understand what is going on, but we can actually start to really tune in and listen and really listen and figure out how you can communicate with what's communicating with you and cleanse out what we don't need, you're fucking like magic as fuck. Like, let's turn that shit on because it is so exciting. Start to just listen, take space. That's why nature is so amazing. When you go into nature more and you can just have that silent time, especially with your feet on the earth, it takes all the noise that's not necessary, that's not there for your highest and greatest, away, so that you can really hear message from spirit and from your guides. Maybe it's a past loved one, or you can really hear your higher self going, honey bunny, I'm just trying to tell you this stuff. Notice things around you, but you may see a feather, or you may be like thinking of somebody and a beautiful rock or a shell is there, or you may be like really feeling loved up and there's a beautiful like tree stump there or stick or something like that. Like, these are sacred things. Work with them, honor them, and bring them into your home. I have got so much crystals, feathers, rocks, shells, dirt, literally dirt from places that I've been. Bark from New Zealand, where one of the greatest kings actually stood and they were fighting for their people and sovereignty. It was where the declaration was signed for the people of New Zealand. So I was there with some elders and got gifted this. What an honor, like, and that's in my home, you know, like that's sacred. Charcoal from the fire of my first peyote ceremony. The fire is the grandfather spirit, right? That's able to transcend everything and take it to creator so it can be transformed. So 77 people prayed over this fire for 12 hours. So this charcoal is so freaking sacred, like priceless. Peyote is the shimmering heart medicine in Mexico. Have sacred things around your home from nature. Spirit wants you to have them or have them around you so that, remember, you are Mama Earth, you are connected to the elements, you are loved always, that these things are your protectors. Like God gave you presents and they're all around your freaking home. But at the moment, I am so blessed to have them in my fucking life because they literally turn me on in a way that's like turn me on, like turn on my internal juice. Connection to love and excitement and joy and gratitude and happiness and bliss, where I'm just like, oh, I'm so grateful for my life. I'm so grateful for these experiences, for my connection to Mama Earth, to the elements, to all of those things where it's just so like soul nourishing good, where you can hear the frequency, where you can hear messages from spirit, where you just like amplifying love and resonating love because there's so much in you that it's just being given on the overflow. That's what these little rituals do. Like we become more powerful than our whole everything. The whole world is amplified by us rather than us taking in that energy and being programmed constantly. Like we become the resonance of joy and love in this world. And the more people that are resonating on a frequency and a vibration of love and joy and gratitude and success and limitlessness and really stepping in and seeing self-sabotage for what it is, beautiful gifts, then we are all resonating on that frequency. Pray every day, affirmations, whatever you want to call them. Communicate with spirit and yourself, right? So freaking important. Journal it if you can't, if it's too weird to say it out loud. Journal anyway, journal's fucking awesome. Have treasures around your home, and don't don't go outside and just pick a whole lot of bullshit. Go outside and be really present. And it might take, I don't know, years for you to collect your things, but honor the journey. You don't need to rush anything. This was my experience. I waited for so long for a fucking feather, and then I'm going for a run at the back streets of Byron, and I find a black cockatoo feather. My first feather that I find is a black cockatoo feather. I'm like, okay, I'm complete. I'm done. I'm like, okay, that's everything. I don't need anything else in life. I'm done. Literally stayed in this hotel in India and the door opened and the fucking Dalai Lama comes out. How can you even make up? What the actual? Got a hug with the Dalai Lama and he was just chatting with me. It was amazing. Shit just becomes amazing when you're in tune and turned on by the smallest things, right? And by life itself. But if we're just doing that each day and just turning each other on a little bit and sharing a smile that changes the mood of somebody, if everybody's in good moods around the world, fuck, wouldn't you love it if everybody had a good day all at once together? Everybody, I'm talking everybody, the elite. That would be amazing. Communicate with spirit. Do your daily rituals. So I'm talking about praying over your water, really communicating with things. Have sacreds around your home and spend shit ton of time in nature so that you can just be still and listen and dissolve. They're the 4 things that you need to do. Just got these self-sabotaging programs mentally that have been fed to us that prevent us from just tuning into our bliss and joy, because bliss and joy is within you always. Okay, so I'm super passionate about this. That's why this is a vital part of everything that I do. You guys know that I'm a coach. This is a vital part of all of my coaching programs because the world's a happier place. The internal world is a happier place when we are setting ourselves up to succeed every day. We get to use these things, these tools, the nature, ourselves, our internal, to be able to dissolve the pain around it and see the lessons in it. So we're not stuck in that state for as long. My guides gave me a full-blown message of oh, sweetie, you think you're crazy? Well, you're not. You're just self-sabotaging yourself at the moment because you don't want to lose the circle of friends that are around you right now. And if you are creating way more wealth than they can understand, then they're going to disown you because that's what's happened to you in the past. So you can't be super successful because when you do that, people around you don't like it. So that was one of my saboteurs today, this week. So I was oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Now I don't need to do that thing anymore because I'm just it's just an old program of me not wanting to lose my tribe and my community, because it's happened multiple times. But now I'm older, I've able to catch myself in these moments, and because I set myself up with these beautiful daily rituals, things come through as like messages rather than broken arms, or like being hit with a semi-trailer, or like falling down and like needing to like get really sick or anything like that, so that you've got the time and space to actually do it. Or I get my clients to do that so that they can actually get the messages in a beautiful, clear, crystal clear way, rather than through pain and suffering, or needing to go and do plant medicine, do acid and DMT and da-da-da-da. You can do it with beautiful rituals each day that are a lot softer and easier to understand, because these rituals literally set you up for your intuition, for like helping dissolve your self-sabotaging, and for helping you to have deep, passionate relationships with yourself, that love for yourself. Like, I remember what it feels like to, and it happens sometimes because I'm a human, right, where you're like not in love with yourself, and how it feels to like hate yourself and to really feel pain and suffering and not love the body that we're in, and not acknowledge our greatness and accept ourselves fully, pimples and all, without needing to put makeup on or get Botox or any of the things. Like, just loving on ourselves so much that we get to be that beautiful expression for our children, for our friends, for our family, and most of all for our inner child that deeply just wants us to like love her, love him, love ourselves. I just like am giving you guys some little tips because I just want you guys to have richer lives filled with more love and these connections to your spirit and your soul and to the earth. Whether you believe in this woo or not, like, nothing feels like greater. Maybe the love of a child, absolutely. Like, sure, totally, I don't have kids, but totally that love is so beautiful and precious and everything. And I honor that with all you parents out there. Like, thank you for your babies. Thank you for bringing life into the world. You fucking creators are amazing. I love you. And how often do you put them first and then forget about yourself? Because how often are you giving from a cup that's empty? Like, are you full up with your own love for yourself? Or are you giving, and forgetting to self-nurture? Because the relationship with self, the relationship with source, the relationship with the ocean, whatever it is that you want to believe in, the ocean is my goddess, whatever that connection is for you within yourself, when you're full on the inside and just everything to yourself, first and foremost, imagine what example that's like relaying to your kids. Imagine what you're resonating across the world. Imagine the sex that you will have with your partner. Like, imagine the love for the fucking pigeon as it flies out your window. You know what I mean? Like, this is what's available to you. And suffering and pain and all of those things, and not knowingness and hopelessness and helplessness, and like not feeling good enough, or like feeling like the life that you're in is the only option for you because there's nothing else that you're good at, or there's nothing else that lights you up, or you feel stuck because like, this is all I know, this is my identity, like I can't be anything else because I'm this person. It's like, yes, and beyond your programming, beyond your personality, beyond your identity is your soul. And let's ignite your passion so that you can be the fullest expression of yourself. And that is the process that I love to take people through. There is nothing more valuable to me than witnessing somebody fall in love with themselves and in love with their lives without changing anything but their mind and their heart and their soul connection. It's a game changer for life, and every person on this earth deserves that. If that's inspiring you in any way, get in touch, DM me, come and turn yourself and your life on, your business, your relationship, whatever the thing is that you want to turn or you want help with, you want to dissolve the pain and the suffering. Blythe Langford, your holistic business coach, your amazing retreat facilitator of Activate Retreats. If you're already getting turned on by like spirit coming in right now, imagine what working together would look like. Be brave, and calling in all the abundance that you need to do whatever the fuck it is you want to do. I love you. Mwah.